You're Blackie Blackburn's daughter.
Yes, and you killed him.
But it was in line of duty. Your father
Yes,
was...
I know. But I'm all alone now, and you've got to protect me. I'm so scared. They'll do something to me.
Who'll do something to you?
The gang my father was in with. Slick Thomas and B.J.
B.J. Who is B.J.?
Well, I'm not sure, but I believe that he... Oh,
Oh, she's fainted, Doc. Yes. Just a minute. I'll get something. Here. Here. Now let me hold this ammonia salt under her nose. There.
What happened? Where am I?
Oh, you're all right, my dear. All right. You just fainted, that's all.
Oh, yes. I guess it was the excitement and the fear of those men. They got my father into trouble. He was trying to go straight, but they wouldn't let him.
Suppose you try to keep calm and tell me all about it. You're safe here.
Well, when my father got out of the penitentiary, I went up to meet him. But there was someone else there, with a car. A man father called B.J.
Did you meet B.J.?
No, but I saw him.
What did this B.J. look like?
Oh, he was about 60, I'd say. Rather portly, iron gray hair.
Doc, that sounds very much like your philanthropist friend, Benjamin Jarvis.
But it proves nothing.
That's true, but there's enough smoke to make me think there's a fire somewhere. Look, Miss Blackburn, you run along home.
Oh, but I have no home now that my father...
Have you any folks, Miss Blackburn?
Call me Julie.
Well, very well. Julie, where's your mother?
I don't know where my mother is. She left father years ago. You see, I really haven't anybody. Dr. Franz, why couldn't I stay here and keep house for you?
Well, I'm afraid that wouldn't work out. The proprieties and...
Oh, look out!
Okay, just ahead. I'm covering you too, Doc. We've come for the girl.
You won't get the girl, but you'll get this.
You asked for it, copper. That'll keep you quiet, copper. Shut up, kid, or I'll rot you on the beam, too. Back up to the wall, Doc. I don't want to mess up your place, but we came for the girl, and we're going to...
If you think you can get away with such high-handed business as this, you're mistaken.
Oh, yeah? Try and stop it. Hey, Trimmy, get up. Come on, get up. Let's scram with the dame.
What happened?
The copper stopped you, and I beat you with my gat. He's out like a light. Come on.
What do we do?
Take the girl and scram.
Let's take them all. B.J. will decide what to do with them.
Okay. You tie up the cop while I tie up the girl.
You take your hands off me or I'll scream out.
Release that girl.
Says who?
He's got something in his hand. Yes, the chemical's so strong that if I hit you with this ampule, it will break, and the contents will burn you to a cinder in 10 seconds.
He's bluffing.
No, he ain't. Doc Franz knows his business, I heard. Fast, gentlemen. Better drop those guns or
Okay.
Now, gentlemen, back against the wall.
Yeah.
While I phone to Benjamin Jarvis and tell B.J. I have 2 of his rescued souls here in my apothecary shop.
Oh, no. No, Doc. Hey,
No. Turn us over to the police, Doc, but don't tell B.J. He'd bump us off. That's just what I wanted to find out. Julie,
Yes, Dr. Franz.
telephone the police department and tell them to send a patrol wagon over here for a pair of B.J. studs.
Honestly, Doc, I'm ashamed of myself. Me, a policeman, letting 2 thugs get the better of me while...
Don't worry, Danny boy. What's a little setback like that? You've proven your mettle many times, both as Dan Garrett and as the Blue Beetle.
Yes, I know, but in front of Julie
I
and...
understand, Danny, I understand. But what are you going to do about B.J.?
The Blue Beetle is going to do a little flying and a little bluffing.
Where to?
The East Side Mission.
We still haven't any proof that this B.J. and the philanthropist Benjamin Jarvis are the same individual.
I have a hunch. When Benjamin Jarvis is confronted by the Blue Beetle, he'll let something slip that can be used as evidence.
But what about witnesses?
I'd like to borrow that portable sound recording device of yours.
Oh, I have a better suggestion.
What's that, Doc?
Call me on your portable wireless phone just before you make your appearance, and I'll record everything here.
Oh, that's a great idea. Well, the Blue Beetle's going to church, but he won't hear a sermon.
He may provide a text for one.
Yes, a true one. Be sure your sins will find you out.
Hello?
Hello, Doc. I'm at the back door of the mission. Can you hear me?
Yes, Danny. Perfectly.
All set with your recording machine?
Yes, I started it the minute the phone rang. It's all connected up.
Good. I'm all ready. I'm leaving the switch open on my portable wireless telephone. You should get everything that happens from now on.
Go ahead, Danny, but be careful.
Don't worry, Doc. Here I go.
My sons, we are honored tonight by having with us the great-hearted soul who made this mission possible. A man who has fed you and clothed you. A man who has found you work when you were jobless, picked you up when you were fallen, helped you to regain your place in society. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear from your benefactor and friend, Benjamin Jarvis. Oh, but first, let us sing one verse of hymn 27, Rescue the Perishing. Yes, the Blue Beetle. What does this mean? Who are you who dares interrupt our service? Why, this is an outrage. Who is this masquerader?
I'm sorry, Reverend Morehouse, to interrupt your services in this manner. But I'm sure you're unaware of this man's real purpose in supporting this mission.
What do you mean?
He's an imposter, a hypocrite.
Here, some of you men, grab this man and hold him while
Stay where you are, everybody. Benjamin Jarvis, alias B.J., your game is up. Benny and Eddie are in the custody of the police. They confessed everything this afternoon.
Why, those dirty crooks, so they spilled...
Yes, they spilled the beans, as you were about to say.
Well, they won't get away with it, and neither would you. I'll put down that gun, Mr. Top. Firearms have no place here. He shot himself. Jarvis has committed suicide. And may the Lord have mercy on his soul.
Well, Danny, you were right. Yes, luckily. What about those other men that Jarvis placed in positions of trust throughout the city to help him in his nefarious schemes?
Reverend Morehouse has their names. He'll talk with them and try to really put them on the right track again. He's confident he can make them go straight. You see, Jarvis threatened to send them back to jail if they didn't do what he wanted them to do. He'd have framed them.
Yes, he was a bad man. But he's gone now.
And his payroll racket is smashed.
Yes, thanks to you and the Blue Beetle.
The moral of this story is never play the hypocrite like Ben Jarvis, for if you do, you will be found out. And thanks to the Blue Beetle, the businessmen of the city have been freed from the menace of the hypocritical B.J. and his payroll bandits. What new adventures await the Blue Beetle in his crusade against crime? This question will be answered in the next episode of the Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle is a copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine and the Blue Beetle magazine. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspaper. And don't forget to listen in to... the Blue Beetle.